Hello everyone, welcome to today's live stream. A little later than usual, and it's going to be brief. And that ties in perfectly with tomorrow's webinar, which is about leaning into lightness. And it's going to be a series of drawing exercises which help us loosen up and have fun with our drawing practice. And so this is going to be fairly loose and light as well. And I've been able to do this really cool thing with my voice today. Each live stream, the past, I don't know how many days, I've been in varying states of wellness. And now I can sometimes go really deep with my voice. That is something I can't usually do. And I really enjoy it. Every time I have an opportunity to be unwell in this manner, I really like just singing low notes in a way that I usually cannot do. How am I feeling today? I'm pretty good. But I have been coughing quite a bit, and I've got this cool low voice. And I was reading to the kids like this. Different. Better some way, not better some other ways. It's like every day has been different. It's been amazing. I've been gone a few days, but I'm happy to be here with you all. Thank you for joining me. Kiki, Paston, June, and Ed, you are champions. Thank you for being here in this spontaneous. I have some more nice red reference today. I'm going to draw Nick, and this will be, this will not be something specifically that I'm going to be doing tomorrow in the webinar, but I'm going to try and keep this pretty loose. I have a bunch of different exercises and fun things for us to do tomorrow, and this is just going to be a fairly loose. I'm not going to explain the process. I'm just going to start sketching, and I've thought in the coming week, I think I'll start to do more shorter live streams. Because I've done some super fun ones, like yesterday with David Lynch was almost an hour. Breaking up, can everyone please tell me how my sound quality is? Because this has been something recently that a lot of people have said during the live streams, the sound is no good. And other people said, the sound is fine, the sound's no good, the sound's fine. And apparently in the replay, then the sound has been fine. And I don't know why. Hola. Hello, AG123 and Hannah Marie. Yeah, let me know how the sound is. I don't understand. Same problem. Great so far. There we go. Hey, Shannon. Broke up for a couple seconds, but sound is good. Good. Maybe I could just do that through the entire drawing process. I'll watch the replay of the video. Hannah Marie says the sound is fine. What is going on? Why is this happening all the time? And replugged in my microphone. I really enjoy having these throat issues and being able to do that. All right, let's start drawing. What a 6-minute timer on. Liad says it sounds fine. Yeah, I don't know. I know what's going on. Sounds fine. Let's start drawing. 6 minutes. I'll put a 6-minute timer on and see what happens. So yeah, I'm not really going to explain things. I just want to be really loose and carefree. And yeah, tomorrow's webinar is all about leaning into lightness. And how about, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to have great expectations of doing something amazing to do something amazing. And it might be not amazing, and that's okay. That's what the webinar is about tomorrow, and it's going to be fun. So I am maybe the only person, but I doubt it, who has a history of having great ambition and desire for my work, and then the work not meeting up to that, and then just like going through a whole psychological journey of like, yeah, it can be so hard. And I found by doing a lot of drawing and a lot of sketching And I found these playful ways to practice and draw, and things that were fun, and things that like weren't so much about likeness, or it's just about looking and learning and making marks. That these kind of practices, in combination with pieces where we're trying to be more on point and correct, that having a balance of those two and having ways to loosen up, in my experience, has really contributed to being able to just be more confident, and then ending up actually being able to be more attentive to what I'm looking at. And that is something that I wish to share with you all tomorrow in the webinar. And we'll see how my voice sounds tomorrow. I hope it's going to be like this, and I can talk like this all the time. I wish I could always talk like this, or just when I feel like it. Not always. I don't have to sound like that all the time, but it was fun when I was reading to my kids, and some of the characters I was able to give that voice. That was fun. A small crackle from my mic. Was that when I unplugged the microphone? Thank you for being my tech support crew, everyone. Because I think it's like the third time that people have said, "Oh no, your sound," and then other people have been like, "This sounds fine," and it makes it very confusing for me, because I don't know. Is it something on the receiving end, or is it something with my setup? Because if for some people it's fine, I just don't know. Thanks to everyone who came and drew yesterday and chat so much in the chat while I was saying very little. That was great. And I was also blown away by seeing everyone's David Lynch's. It was so cool. And Shannon is going to live stream after this and going to keep working on her David Lynch. So everyone can go to Shannon Hagen's YouTube channel. She said she's not going to say much, but you'll be able to hear the sound of her pencil and breath as she brings definition and clarity to her incredible, already amazing drawing of David Lynch. I still have some cool glasses reference, but we've been at glasses for a while. Even when we're not focusing on glasses, there are going to be glasses. But it may become less of a focus now. So I'm wondering how has it been for people, the glasses experience. And if you're new here, you may not have noticed that almost everyone we've been drawing has glasses, and at least one pair. We did one portrait that had 9 pairs of glasses. I really like this reference. It's so cool. You can't see Nick's ears. This is Nick Raz, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned, but Nick is an amazing artist. Go check him out. Follow on Instagram. This kind of distortion is so much fun to draw from. I like it. And it's from like a super wide angle lens. And as ears start to disappear, then you can, I would say in most cases, it's probably a really wide angle lens and the person is quite close to the lens. May not always be the case. I've seen other pictures of Nick that look a bit different. And it's something since the advent of wide angle lenses or the lenses in phones are usually pretty like wide angle, and like they're these tiny little lenses anyway. And now like there are wide angle little lenses in there as well. So like even more wide angle. So there's some pretty wonderfully distorted photos people take of themselves. And this image, by the way, of Nick Raz was shared by Nick in the Kanyo group chat for reference sharing, which is a wonderful and random place where people from across the globe, artists mostly, I would say, share images of themselves for other artists and people to make things with. And it's oh so cool. And we have Nick's blessing to be drawing him today. Thank you, Nick. With the condition that you'll have to go follow him and love all of his work on Instagram, which you will anyway. Alright, that was 6 minutes. Look at that, 6 minutes compared to, I could say it's almost done. I spent 50 minutes yesterday. Sometimes if you just go for it, don't overthink it, just do it, see what happens. And Liad hates glasses. Liad. Maybe you could go back and rewatch the last 10 days of live streams, because I've been talking about glasses all the time and how much I love them and how useful they are as a drawing tool, also for being able to see. You hate glasses. Oh, I love them. Kiki says, glasses don't scare me anymore. Hooray. June says, I'm catching about every 10th word, so no idea what you're talking about. See the reference though, so all good. What's other people's sonic experience of what's going on here? Can you also hear every 10th word? Or is it all good? Has it been good the whole time? Because I'll have to try and look into it, because... How was it yesterday? Oh, I was hardly saying anything yesterday. So yeah, if you're still keen, or you didn't realize you were keen until now, to come to my webinar tomorrow, the link is in the description. Follow that, and then you'll be prompted to send me a mail on that page, and I'll send you the information. And I think there's around 60 people that have registered for it, which is so cool. Very, very cool. And also in the last couple of days had a couple of sign-ups to my mentorship as well, and that's much more limited and much less free than the webinar. But if you're interested in that, then follow also the link in the description, and I would love to work with you in the coming months. It'd be so cool. And thank you to everyone who's already signed up for that adventure together. Thank you to all of you for being here. Even you watching this replay maybe years from now. Who knows? Join the Discord server to get the reference every day. I'm sharing daily reference, and the initial intention of that was for the people participating in my mentorship, just to give them something to draw every day. Maybe you'll have your own things you want to draw every day, and that's totally cool. But sometimes it can just be relaxing not to have to look for reference. And I have a lot of reference that I really like, that I've been collecting, and I'm happy to share. So yeah, the daily reference is open to everyone. And if you join the Discord server, you can also share your work from the daily references in the daily reference chat. And there's some other chats in there about sharing resources and getting loving critique, which no one has braved to post anything in there yet. But maybe people don't need critique and feedback. That's okay. If you feel that could be something for you, though, there is a place for it. And the Discord thing is really cool. It's since December, since I was doing daily streams in December, so many of you have joined the Discord server. And I've said again and again, I really appreciate about it that it's so focused, as opposed to other social media platforms. And you can see really high-res versions of people's works, of the photos. So the image compression, which everything suffers from on Instagram and Facebook, and that is not so problematic. Or maybe there is no image compression, I don't know, but you can see really high resolution photos, which is really cool. And when you zoom in, it doesn't flick back and zoom out, and I find it quite a pleasant art viewing experience, and I really appreciate everyone who's sharing there. All right, got a minute left, and then it'll be 12 minutes. And this is like a digestible kind of thing. I've been saying, even if it's 5 minutes a day, it's worth it. And then I've been doing like live streams up to an hour. But it could also be interesting for a week, just to really push the brevity of these sketches, and just to stop. And I think that could be really interesting after some of these really much longer portraits. And this has been like a 6 + 6 minute portrait so far. So that is something that I think is really good to understand, that even with just a short break, a coffee break, a tea break, with your sketchbook, you can sketch something and just leave it be. It doesn't have to be awesome, but it's practice, and that all accumulates, and maybe something in that brief window of time will happen that you're really surprised about and excites you. I would wish that for all of us, because that's a pretty cool thing to happen. That was 12 minutes. What have people been saying? Froze a couple times. Oh, sound fine, but the screen froze a couple times. What is going on? Okay, it's okay. Smooth on your end. That's good. Sound is good. The screen froze. What? Is the mentorship one-on-one or a group thing? Both. There will be at least 2 live sessions a month. One will be one-on-one and one will be with the group, because I find the group learning experience super beneficial. It's something I have benefited from in the past. I did a mentorship with Rebecca Gay 13 years ago for a year and a half. And that was basically my art education. I went to workshops, I went to the IMC, and I went to a Northern Lights workshop in Stockholm once, and did a lot of online learning, but having that guidance with Rebecca, seeing each other regularly, her knowing my work, knowing where I was at, what I was struggling with, it was so beneficial. And for everyone in the group, because there were people that had already been there, seeing what I was struggling through, and were like, oh, how about this? So I was seeing the way people would go about solving their image making. It was really like this wonderful cross-pollination between everyone in the group. So I think both of those are really valuable. And as I mentioned, there's the daily sketching, which is recommended and part of it. And we'll also be working on longer pieces, and perhaps even towards the idea of creating a body of work that has that's can be kind of amorphous to figure that out. But that will be something that we develop individually, and then also in the group we'll come back again and again to see where people are at and how they've been progressing with their goals and their whys. There is the image compression on Discord. You pay for larger images. Wow. Yeah, so, okay, maybe I'm just content with not super high res. Little Skunk sent me an original PNG file of a digital painting of Ray Wimley, and I didn't realize that the image I'm looking at on Discord was not amazing. It was amazing, but the quality. He sent me the PNG. He would just like zoom right in, and wow, it was incredible. But I think for this kind of sketching, it's already amazing. FX Node prefers Discord to Instagram. For this sort of thing, yeah, and no ads. Oh, so good. I apologize again and again for all the ads you have to watching these. But then sometimes I get like 20 cents a live stream, so whatever. But Claire, my friend and sister, told me that even if my channel wasn't monetized, they would still put ads in front of the videos. So whatever. June gives up, but we finished it anyway. It's a good time for giving up. Good time to go to bed. Thank you for being here, everyone. The webinar's at 9 tomorrow. So I don't know about the drawing. There might not be a live stream tomorrow. Or I might just spontaneously at some random time of the day do it. But thank you all for being here. You're all amazing. Thumbs up if you're watching the replay and you've made it this far to the end of the video. You could put a heart emoji in the comments, and that would be amazing. No ads till St. Patrick's Day. What? Oh, YouTube Premium.